Hello and welcome to a little video on army group tactics, or how to set up your army group tactics tree to maximize army group efficiency. So the first thing you want to do is go onto the command tree. Essentially, you always want to go down the middle of this line. As you see, we're increasing, first of all, the troop capacity of the army group, now the firepower, and next up durability. This will just do so that you have, well, more troops in the group, and the troops in that group will do more damage. Again, troop capacity times +2. So here we go. At this point, we can have 13 troops in our army group instead of 10, and they get baseline 2% firepower and 2% durability. Now, these ones up here, I wouldn't look at, except for if you want to be doing these, which are which gets you more of these army group skill tokens every time you loot their ravens or bunkers. These ones over here, they don't do anything. There's just damage resist and damage against ravens, which you aren't really gonna use for anything specific. This one is the important section. So there's a big differentiation on this section in what you want to do. Well, it's very specific what you want to do over here. So you want to upgrade, again, still down the middle. Again, we're just giving more durability, more firepower to our group. A little buggy here, so. And then you want to do the last one as well. The last troop capacity. This gets you so your group can run 15 units. Now, the big thing you want to do is the top line for mixed armies right here, mixed army group, damage, and the other one gives you durability or damage resist. This one requires you to have all three types of troops in your army group. This means for your army group to get the damage boost or the damage resist boost, you want to have an artillery in your group, you want to have a tank in your group, and you want to have an infantry in your group. Now, you aren't really going to do that if you want efficiency in your group. So you want to go for the uniform army group here, get it 5% damage. You want to get uniform army group as well, this one over here. Damage resist. And what these do is you want to have only artillery in the group. You want to have only tank in the group. We want to have only infantry in the group. Now, we don't really generally run infantry in groups, so therefore that doesn't really matter. But for artillery, you can run any artillery troop. This means you can run the Martyrs artillery, you can run the anti-tank gun, and you can run the Liberty howitzer as well. Now, I'm not really 100% sure on running the rocket trucks. I'm not sure which kind of troop type they run under, but generally I would assume them to be running under the same troop type as the artillery, so those could be in that group as well and still get those same buffs. Um, Now, yeah, obviously as well as for tanks, um, this would be super heavies, this would be heavies, it would be mediums, it would be tank hunters, and it would be lights. So in that way, when you're running any group of those, and it doesn't matter which configuration it is, as long as you have only those 5 types of tanks, you will get these buffs. Now the next thing you're gonna do is gonna be for coordination. Um, First of all, Art of War gives you durability. Now you get a chance, or you get a choice between the three types or the 3 camps that you get to choose between which one to buff up. I typically run my medium in groups, so I'm gonna do medium or Liberty because I have a Liberty medium, so I'm gonna do Liberty firepower and again Liberty durability. And now we get, I believe, yes, firepower buff. And now we get another choice on damage resist. If you were running a super heavy, I would definitely set this up to be super heavy Vanguard. Because I'm running my Liberty medium, I'm gonna do the Liberty damage resist. And again, now damage. I have a Martyrs howitzer, so I'm gonna set this one up for Martyrs damage. Um, And in the end, we're gonna get officer skill damage, which is just absolutely crazy when you're running um an army group and you get officer skill damage. Officers do so much damage already, and now you get 2% more. So you can just really crank out the last percentages and do all that much more damage. And you know, the last thing that you could probably do is for my sake, I have my main arty is the martyrs. Maybe run that as the firepower as well. Give my medium the durability and the damage resist buffs. But in this case, I've chosen to really buff up my medium. I know that's what I'm gonna run in army groups a lot of the time, and then a little bit extra damage for my martyrs howitzer and the officer skill damage, which just absolutely blows up your damage overall over longer times. So that's how you should set up your army group tactics, and that will definitely help you. And especially if you would only do command, which is this is very important. You would only do command if you are gonna run army groups. If you don't run army groups, go into coordination, absolutely max out whatever you want to max out, whatever where your main units are. You know, if your main units you have a Liberty Howitzer and a Liberty Medium, you know, go for that. The Liberty line, and then maybe if you have a super heavy, max out the damage resist on the Vanguard and all of that. But really make sure also getting the officer skill damage to make sure you really get that damage output for when you send your units into the army groups. So I hope that will help you out, and yeah, we will see you in the next video. Thank you.